Hello everybody, the Lawn Gnome is here.
The dragon! The dragon!
Would someone stop these people from yelling dragon?
The dragon!
Thank you.
Yeah, Hollywood, you know I love you more than one I should. Yeah, Hollywood, well kiss me good. Yeah, Hollywood, you know I love you more than one.
Hello everybody, I hope that all of you who are celebrating are having a fantastic Christmas. And of course, even though I do not celebrate, I do have to come to you today in a warm and comfy sweater. I did celebrate today the way any Jewish person in this world manages to celebrate Christmas, by going to the movies. And what movie do I have to review today? It would be the second installment in the brand new Peter Jackson trilogy, The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug, based on this novel? Yeah, you guys probably see where I'm going with this. I have to say that Peter Jackson, to me, when it comes to the realm of science fiction and fantasy, is a god. I love what he did when he made the Lord of the Rings trilogy films, and I'm so happy knowing that he took on The Hobbit to turn that into a film and continue his legacy, but I definitely think that at this point in time, he is now officially saying, I am the great Peter Jackson, I can do whatever I want when it comes to making Lord of the Rings movies. And that's pretty much what everybody, including myself, is saying about this second installment in this brand new trilogy. It was pretty much fan fiction. And I have to say that I was very disappointed with this movie. And I say that with hurt and pain within my soul and heart. He basically took whatever small portion that we have left of this book to leave the rest for the third installment, and then said, okay, I have 3 hours, what can I possibly do to fill this void with this tiny portion of book that I have left? I mean, there were a couple of high points here. The cast, of course, especially the brand new character that was introduced to us in Toriel, played by Evangeline Lilly, and she did a great job, because it was also nice to actually have a female character in this movie. Special effects, action sequences, even the stuff that was in there was mostly enjoyable. One of the best parts of this movie was Benedict Cumberbatch playing the voice of Smaug, and that whole sequence, even though there was also additional stuff thrown in, was pretty incredible. And Benedict Cumberbatch really gave Smaug this unreal presence. Like, you feared him just as much as you feared Sauron. Another thing I really liked about this movie, of course, was the score of Howard Shore, and the song at the end by Ed Sheeran is absolutely beautiful. But the movie itself, it just felt like such a filler. And I know that this book was supposed to be split into 2 parts, and you wonder why they had to go and do 3. This movie just really didn't have to be there. It really didn't. Now, of course, while I was sitting in this movie, I was also saying to myself, oh, this movie definitely has a lot of gaps. There's a couple of things that will probably be introduced in the extended edition. I also was not too thrilled with Orlando Bloom reprising Legolas. He seemed like a completely different person, and I still have no idea how or when he turns into this amazing hero, because in this movie he seemed like kind of a douche. He really did. Also, some of the characters that could have been expanded upon were not expanded upon. The movie is about Bilbo Baggins, the Hobbit, yet in this movie, he seems to be nowhere. Beren, no. Not so much Bard. And none of the other dwarves except for Thorin. And of course there were all these orc battles that are not even in the book. They mention the orcs, but there's no scaling rooftops, constantly chasing. You don't really hear about that. Was it something that I could sit through? Yeah. Will I end up getting the extended edition on DVD? Of course, I have to. It's a whole trilogy. I mean, the part that made me the most disappointed was the fact that you compare these first two installments of the Hobbit trilogy to the Lord of the Rings, and you just don't see the tender love and care that Peter Jackson put into his original trilogy. You just don't see it. You don't see the grandeur of the landscape as much. You don't see the perfect color balances and camera angles. You just see fan fiction in The Desolation of Smaug. In summation, I really don't want to ruin your Christmas, guys, but if you plan on seeing this movie, you can go. But I really think that it's just going to be either hit or miss. And unfortunately, it's a miss for me. And The Desolation of Smaug is going to get 2.5 out of 4. Give me your thoughts, guys. And the question that I want to leave for you today is, if you have been disappointed by The Desolation of Smaug, do you want to see There and Back again? I know I will, because I just want to see how this story's going to end. I am the Law and Gnome, and remember that actions speak louder than words.